Hey everyone, welcome back. If you're brand new to the channel, my name is Scott, and this is the Scott Aromatico Fragrance Review channel. Thank you so much for being here. Today we are going to talk about my 7 most favorite sexy, seductive, intoxicating fragrances for Valentine's Day. So let's go ahead and get started. All right everybody, like I said, welcome back. My name is Scott. And we are talking about my 7 favorite sexy, seductive Valentine's fragrances, in particular for men. And guys, I hope you have those reservations made because this is that special time. Valentine's is coming quick. It's just in a couple days. I hope you all had a spectacular weekend as well. But what do we do around Valentine's Day, guys? We make our dinner reservations, we plan our date nights, and what is Valentine's mainly about? It's about seducing our loved ones. It's about giving back to them for all they've done for us. And usually, what does that involve? Around Valentine's Day, that involves candies, chocolates, flowers, going out to eat. So today, I thought I would revolve my 7 favorite seductive, intoxicating fragrances around roses and chocolate. So let's go ahead and dive right in. The first one I'll talk about is from one of my favorite houses. And there are so many I could talk about from a lot of these houses, right? So many of these houses do amazing, sexy, seductive fragrances, and not just one, so it's so hard to pick one. But in particular, I'm talking about Navitas, and Navitas has so many good ones, but I'm talking about Imperial right now. But you could also list a bunch of these ones right here. I'm going to flash on the screen, that are really good. This one came out a couple years ago. If you're looking for one that's, up to date, we could do Ray Spirits that came out, not too long ago. That would be a perfect one for Valentine's Day. Sexy, seductive, chocolatey. But right now, I'm going to concentrate on this one right here by Navitas called Imperial, and this one is amazing. It's got that bright and sweet orange opening, and then you have one of my favorite notes, which is that beautiful, juicy, sweet plum note, absolutely intoxicating, and then it starts to dry down into that vanillic, like chocolatey, just gorgeous, sumptuous vibe. And then as it dries down, to help balance it out, you get these slight woody undertones with suede as well in the dry down, but it's not really super powerful. This is an amazing, sexual, sensual fragrance. I love this one so much. It lasts so long on my skin. I get about 8 hours on my skin and projects really well, and it's going to get you a lot of compliments. If you're going out on your very first date on Valentine's Day, this one will get the job done. It'll definitely turn heads, and they'll want to know what you're wearing. All right, the next fragrance I'm going to talk about is from the house of Zaharoff. There's so many fragrances from Zaharoff, man, that you could choose from, right? Choose from the brand new release Leather to Back, which is like this naughty, sensual, seductive leather, just kind of dirty vibe. You could go with the fragrance X that's very musky and dirty and just feels like, sex in a bottle. But I'm going to pick this one right now. I'm going to pick one other one from Zaharoff later on in the list. I'm going to pick Rosé. Because like I said, when you think about seductive fragrances and you think about seducing your loved one, you're thinking about flowers and chocolate and really doing it right. And guys, this is an amazing fragrance to wear on Valentine's Day. 1, it's got the perfect color, right? So you can't beat it. And 2, you look at the dent I put in this juice. You know it's good. Guys, the old way of thinking is that florals are for women. That's no longer the case. Guys, you can wear florals, and this rose fragrance in particular is amazing because it's got so much going on for it. It's got so much depth. When you first spray it, it sparkles and shines. There's a lot of rose in here, a lot of rose. There's Turkish rose, there's Bulgarian rose, and then there's this just strong, in your face, but in a good way, incense rose in this that is so spectacular. It really makes this fragrance go, and a lot of you are looking for a fragrance with performance. This one has it. 8+ hours. You're going to take a shower and still smell this on your skin, but it's got a lot of depth. It's got myrrh and frankincense and oud in the dry down, so it's just a nice, heavy, gorgeous rose fragrance, not too feminine, not too masculine. Definitely unisex, so you're going to want to give this a try because performance is amazing, and it's one of my wife's favorite fragrances to wear, and it's one of her favorite fragrances on me. So good. This is Signature Rosé by Zaharoff, and we've got one more on this list, so stick with me. All right, another one of those amazing houses right here is Argos, and they have so many different ones. I could talk about Triumph of Bacchus, which is so sexy and so seductive. Like I said, that's what this video is about. It's very boozy and warming and just so gorgeous. I could talk about Danae. Danae is just sparkling right off the top, and it's just creamy and seductive and sensual, and it's got this just beautiful, beautiful patchouli balm in it. It's just absolutely gorgeous. I could talk about Pallas Athene, which has this beautiful rose vibe going on. But the one I'm going to talk about today, and these bottles, guys, are so heavy, put together so right. This is Adonis Awakens. Wow. When I tell you, wow. And look at the presentation of this, guys. This is so amazing. This fragrance is gorgeous in every way, because right off the top, you're getting the sparkling, just gorgeous, fresh bergamot and grapefruit and pink pepper. So that's really going to catch everybody's attention with that beautiful, fresh, vibrant opening. Man, just really, really smacks you across the face. It's really going to get you a lot of compliments. But as this fragrance develops, the star of the show is the vanilla and the raspberry note. Oh, I love this fragrance, that vanilla and raspberry. And then you've got a little bit of rose in the dry down. Guys, this fragrance is amazing. A woman could wear this, a man can wear this. This goes for days. I get 8+ hours on my skin. The bubble on this one is absolutely huge. This is going to get you noticed. You're going to walk through that restaurant and heads are going to turn, because this one is so sensual and so seductive. Argos does everything first class. Christian Petrovich is one of the best perfumers in the world, so you definitely need to try this fragrance. It's absolutely amazing. This is Argos Adonis Awakens. Wow. We're going to be talking about, like I said, I just showed you all the different fragrances you could wear from Zaharoff, and there's so many more. Definitely check out the website for the one that best fits you. Never take us reviewers' words for it. Always sample, and Zaharoff makes it easy for you to sample. But the next fragrance I want to talk about that's perfect for Valentine's Day, this fragrance is the Nectar of the Gods, and that's, of course, of the Immortals. And this is sweet, sweet ambrosia at its finest. This is so boozy with that rum and brandy, making it so intoxicating. I love the presentation, by the way. I mean, this is just such a cool composition from Zaharoff. And then you've got that milky coconut, making this an amazing, seductive, sensual, gourmandish fragrance. That milky coconut mixing with that coffee. Then you got that sweet vanilla with that chocolatey, warm, and cozy amber. This is indeed the nectar of the gods. This is the definition of indulgence. You've got to try this fragrance. This is the launch of a YouTuber named Curly Scents. If you love fragrances just like me and you don't know who she is, please look her up. She's got one of the biggest fragrance YouTube channels on the planet. She does women's fragrances, men's fragrances, and she's on top of her game. And this is her fragrance launch by Zaharoff. It is absolutely amazing. I am so impressed with this juice, and it is so seductive, and it'll last for 8+ hours. So if you're looking for a fragrance of the gods, if you're looking for something self-indulgent, if you're looking for something over the top, try Of the Immortals. You will not be disappointed. All right, next fragrance I want to talk about. Now this is a designer fragrance, but I love this fragrance because it's got a strong rose presence. And that, of course, is this one right here. And who doesn't love to give their significant other a little playful toy sometimes around Valentine's Day? You know, a teddy bear or a stuffed animal, you know, maybe spray it down with your favorite fragrance, something to remind them of you. And I love this fragrance because it's this cute little teddy bear, but it is an absolute rose bomb. Right away when you first spray this, it's fresh with that bergamot and pink pepper. So you get this nice freshness, but then you get a ton of rose just coming at you. Now this one for me isn't as masculine as most rose fragrances are that I've tried. This one seems to be a little bit more feminine, and that's okay. It's definitely, to me, a unisex fragrance in my opinion, but we can debate that in the comments. But this one right here has got a strong freshness. Then it's got that beautiful, beautiful rose mixed with juicy pear. And then as it starts to dry down, it's got this warming amber sensation. And this fragrance, sadly on my skin, only goes 6 hours, but that's enough time to get the job done on date night on Valentine's Day when you're trying to, you know, just lay around the house and get warm and cozy with your loved one. You know, maybe a little Netflix and chill sort of vibe. This one will get the job done. It's a beautiful rose, almost powdery like fragrance, and I love it. Another beautiful gourmand chocolatey fragrance, and that of course is from Montel, and this one is called Chocolate Greedy. Oh, love, love, love this fragrance, and I know a lot of you do too, but this one has that dried fruit note, which I absolutely love, dates and whatnot, and then it has that bitter orange mixed with the vanilla. You got that dried fruits, the orange, and the vanilla, and then it turns chocolatey. It's so sensual and so delicious. Chocolate, vanilla, orange. What's not to love about this fragrance? Becomes a little bit powdery as it starts to dry down. And I love, love, love this fragrance. It is so good. I get about 6 to 8 hours on my skin. It has an amazing scent bubble, an amazing scent trail. This is so sensual and so seductive. If you love those chocolate oranges that you get, you know, the kind you smash on the table and they break open, you're gonna love this fragrance. It's so chocolatey, so orange, and a lot of creamy vanilla. Definitely give this one a try by Montel. And they're pretty affordable too. So if you look online, you can find this for a good price. All right, last but not least, for my 7 seductive, sensual fragrances for Valentine's Day, this is a perfect fragrance. I'm gonna close it out with this amazing composition. This is called Ood Bouquet. Look at that. I love this bottle. Look at the juice. So gorgeous, such a great presentation. And if you're looking for another fragrance, I told you already that this one right here is so powerful. Well, this one is even more powerful. Man, this one goes 12 plus hours on my skin. It goes for days and days and days. You gotta be careful with the sprays. I one time sprayed this too many because I love to overspray, and I choked out the room, I choked out myself. I became so sickly because of how much I sprayed. So you gotta be careful because this one performs really, really well and goes really, really beast mode. But this one is so good because it's chocolatey, it's vanilla, it's got this clean, elegant, gorgeous rose fragrance. And then to give it a lot of depth and power, it's got a beautiful oud to give this composition some high performance. And this one is really, really good. It's chocolatey, it's sticky sweet, it's got that beautiful rose vibe going on, and then it's just got this warm amber sensation as it starts to dry down. I love, love, love this fragrance. Definitely try Oud Bouquet. All right, guys, those are my 7 favorite for Valentine's Day to help seduce your significant other, whoever they may be, to enjoy your Valentine's Day. Whatever you guys are gonna do, you're gonna warm up by the fireplace and chill with a cozy book. Maybe you're gonna watch a movie. Who knows what you're going to do? You're gonna go out to dinner, whatever the case may be. Why not smell good and just raise your chances of a successful night that much more with an amazing fragrance? And you know, 2 other ones I'm gonna throw in there, an honorable mention, but I'm not gonna break them down. You have this fragrance right here by Ferragamo called Uomo, which is called Tiramisu in a bottle. Who doesn't love an amazing dessert at Valentine's Day? So definitely give this one a try. Everyone dubs this the tiramisu, and I love this fragrance. And then last but not least, we're gonna do this fragrance right here by Dua. This one is called Dark Chocolate Rum and Vanilla by Dua, and basically this one just smells like a chocolate cake. It is so amazing. I love the rum in here. I love the chocolate. It's so moist, and this is a photorealistic chocolate cake fragrance that I absolutely love. So those are my 2 honorable mentions. So let me know down in the comments below what are some of your favorite chocolatey rose fragrances, sexy, seductive. It doesn't have to be chocolate or rose, but some of your sexy, seductive fragrances for Valentine's Day. I'd love to hear in the comments down below. Say hello if you'd like to, because I love to talk to each and every one of you. If you got any value from this video whatsoever, please leave a thumbs up. And if you would, I'd love to have you share this video with your friends and family, and then be a part of my fragrance family. It doesn't cost you anything to do so. Just hit that subscribe button down below, hit the bell notifications to the side, and I cannot wait until I see you all in the next video. Hope you all have an amazing Valentine's Day. Hope you have an amazing start to your week, and I'll see you next time. This is Scott Aromatico, out. Peace and love.